Letterpress. Yes, absolutely. It came back last week and boy, did it come back with a bang. You guys absolutely loved it. And we're just going to have a little play. We're going to create something, I think, in this next hour. So any questions you want to ask about the Letterpress, just get them, fire them in to our lovely Jan by just simply commenting on YouTube or on Facebook, and they'll come directly into the studio. And I'm hoping you're still watching. I'm trying to have a little nosy. There we go. Let me put that there so I can see. I hope you're all still watching, because I did enjoy that last show. I really enjoyed it. I got to do 2 lovely demos with 2 of my gorgeous collections. I love the Coaster collection. And let's not talk about the... Wait a minute, get the right way around. Christmas by Candlelight, which are still available, I think. Hanging by a thread is all I'm going to say. Now, this show is not about me coming here and telling you what to go and get, but I just want you to be aware of that. Letterpress, I think, is still available. You can go and have a little nosy across because it might be something that you want to know about, but it's all about stamping, and stamping made easy with the use of probably the best stamping platform in the world, which is the Letterpress. Thank you very much, Jamie. Jamie's just checked for us. So we will get started, I think, and we're going to have a little play. Ooh, shall I show you some samples of the lovely things that you can be doing with this gorgeous, gorgeous platform? And when I say stamping made easy onto multiple different cardstocks. This was the specialist paper that we had, which is that natural paper. I'm just going to turn you up, Jamie, because I think I might have knocked you down and I can't hear you. There we go. I can hear you now. I feel like I'm not all by my health. What was it called, Jamie? Handmade papers. That's it, because they were the individual papers, weren't they, with that gorgeous... Oh, absolutely beautiful. Look how crystal clear that stamp is as well. Then you can take it into card making, which is just beautiful, and depending on what you're going to use in terms of cardstock, that's the watercolour cardstock that you could pop that onto and then use your watercolour palettes. Look at this. What's this? Oh my goodness, that's very effective. Do you know what that looks like? A non-stamping, I think that's an embossed feature that we can do with it. Oh, clean and simple. Oh my life. That is stunning. Clean, simple, and as Jamie said, effective. Absolutely. So, oh, look at this. Now, this is a lovely thing that you can do, personalisation. So if you want to personalise things, you can absolutely personalise them. Another gorgeous, clean and simple technique. Oh, I absolutely love that. A strip colour just in the background and then the stamp over the top. Oh, we might have to do something like that, Jamie. I think I'll put that to one side because that is absolutely beautiful. Love this one as well, because there are different inks that you can use this with, and I think we've still got some of the inks on the website. You can have a little look around, but honestly, absolutely, oh my God, these are beautiful samples. I haven't seen these samples, Jamie, which is why I'm cooing, oohing and ahhing. Aren't they just absolutely divine? Oh, oh. A bit of me, that one. A bit of me. We might even have to recreate something. Do you know what? Because it's an hour, I think we might be able to do more than one, you know. I think. I say this. Yes, this is true, Jamie. I say this every single time I come to do a show. I talk for the first half hour and then realise I've got to really crack on. So I think we'll just get straight in there. I think we will. Jake's fetched me some of the papers that come in your box. So if you've got, do you know what as well? This was interesting because I had quite a few people come up to me at Doncaster this weekend and said, are you demonstrating the Letterpress? Because obviously it came back last week. And I said, no, unfortunately not. I had it in November when I was at Lee and literally sold out. That I was only there one day and sold out of absolutely every plate, ink and everything else that went with it. And they asked me if I could demonstrate with it, and I said, well, I haven't got it with me, but I will be doing a show this week. So if you're watching, hi, and I will show you how to use it. Yeah, so many different things that you can do with it and use it on. The only thing you can't not use it on, it's got to go in a Gemini. So it's got to go in your Gemini 2, which will fit in perfectly. It goes through, and if I remember rightly, Jamie, it's the Gemini Junior. If I remember rightly. Yes, so it'll be the Gemini Junior. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's the Gemini Junior. So the original Gemini, I don't think that would go through because it's a sensor. So the Gemini 2 and the Gemini Junior this plate will go through, but it won't go through any of the other machines. So just so you know, this was made specially for the Gemini 2. But yeah, I had lots of questions asked over the weekend about this and how to use it. There were alphabets and things like that. In fact, somebody got the last alphabet set that was on there. I think on the Saturday they bought it, which I absolutely love because personalisation. And she wanted to know if she could keep it till the end of the day because she wanted to go around and have a look, and we said can't do that, but you can have all. She came back literally 10 minutes later and got hold of it because she didn't want to miss out. Right, so let's get cracking. And I think rather than I think I'm going to use our glitter palette because I love the glitter palette, but I'm going to use watercolour cardstock. And watercolour cardstock is textured, and I have got the stamps. Look at this. Got loads, Jamie, loads to play with. I mean, I absolutely love the die. Well, I say the die stamp plate. Just so you're aware, people think that you can use regular stamps, and I had to get that cleared up this weekend. Regular stamps through that. No, it is a stamp plate, so it's made of metal, but it is purposely just for your fabulous platform. What was that, Jamie? To use dies. I've not used dies on there. I've used dies and these. I have used these through the foil press. That was another question I got asked because this is similar to what that is. Now, I've not used a regular die on there, and I'm not sure it's. I'm just going to put it out there. I haven't tested that. So if any of the other experts have, please do ask them. But for myself personally, I just use these onto the foil press because they look gorgeous on the foil press. But you don't put an acrylic stamp or a photopolymer stamp on there because you'll end up squishing it. It's not meant for that. It's meant for these kind, which, of course, if you caught some of those fantastic bundles that were on last week, you've got plenty to be going with. Right, I'm going to say, let's have a look. Before we get started, I've just realised I haven't said good evening to all the lovely people that are watching. Trudy Bickham says, hi, everyone. Mary Shaw says, I have HSN on the screen and Debbie on my computer. Is Sarah on HSN right now? I thought she'd finished. Is it a 24-hour thing, Jamie? You'll have to let me know, Mary. Is it 24 hour? Is Sarah still there or are you watching catch up? Because I'm not sure, but let me know. Sparkly Sue says, hi, Debbie. I'm looking forward to this Letterpress show. Leslie B, good evening, everyone. Wait a minute. Leslie B, good evening, good evening, Debbie. I had a really good day today. Bought a ridiculous amount again. Oh, do you know what? It's nice to treat yourself, and there's worse things in life, and crafting is one of those gorgeous hobbies to do that is really mindful and something for you. So I'm so pleased you've enjoyed spending your pennies today. Leslie B on YouTube says, good evening, Debbie. I had a really good day. Oh, sorry. I've read the same comment again. Apologies. Rebecca Dancer on Facebook says, hello, Debbie. Love the letterpress. Karen Austin on Facebook says, hello, excited for the letterpress. So Shirley Nugent on Facebook says, hi, everyone. Michael Adams, hi, Michael. And Steph, because I know she'll be there in the background, says, evening, Debbie. Jeannie Crotu, I think that's how you say your name, Jeannie. On YouTube says, never did anything like letterpress, want to try. Honestly, it's super easy to do and you'll really enjoy that. Now, I have got a question. Ooh, Carol. Hi, Debbie, from a very rainy Renfrew in Scotland. I'm using the Gemini Junior to letterpress and using the shim for a deep press into the cotton paper, but it doesn't seem to give me the deep press I think there should be. Could you advise on any other shim I could use? Yes, Carol, I can. A piece of 300 GSM. Just one piece that could double up as a shim, as well as the shim that's already in there, just to give you that deeper one into there. And that might be just because obviously I always use it on the G2. I haven't had my teeth back in. Gemini Junior out for a while. Not that it's retired, but it's sat on a shelf doing nothing. That's terrible. Isn't that terrible to admit that, poor little Gemini Junior? But try that as an extra one and let me know how you get on, Carol. What was that? Oh. Stop press. Stop press. Jamie's just come back to me. He's done a bit of research. So he's done a bit of research. You can't use your regular dies on there, but you can use your foil press ones. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you very much. That was the masterclass. Could you remember when the masterclass was? Craig and Ben on the 21st of November 2024 that you can go back and watch, because there'll be a great, I bet, was it an hour or 2 hours, Jamie? 2 hours. And there you go. This is how you would do it. You would literally just search in the engine bar, did you say Letterpress? Crafter's Companion, Letterpress, and it'll bring it up for you. So there you go. You can go and watch that 2 hours, because I've only got an hour. In fact, I've got less now. I've got 50 minutes. It was November time, which was Movember. So you will see Ben with a tash, just so I can tell you. So that's the one you're looking for. So Sarah is on now, Carol. Thank you very much. Crafting, Not Grafting by Hillary says, I struggle to get the letters the right way if I'm using the single letters. I do it myself. Can I just tell you? I tried to spell Debbie the other time, and I actually ended up putting it the wrong way around. So it went Y, B, B, E, and D. You have to remember to reverse it. So that's all you need to do. And I'll cover that one for you, Hillary. Remind me, Jamie, because I'll forget. Shirley Nugent says, Debbie, I managed to get my watercolour sparkly pit. Yay! So Shirley was looking for this because I had this at the weekend. She was looking for that. I'm so glad you got hold of that. Jessica Stricker on Facebook says, good morning, everyone. Got a bit of sunshine for a little bit. You are a lucky little devil, Jessica, because we've got pouring rain. It's been raining non-stop nearly all day here in the north, up at Newton Aycliffe. And Anne Ray on Facebook says, hello everyone. Question, what paper to use to have a deep effect for letterpress? You can use any. You can use any paper. Centura Pearl, it looks beautiful on, because I've done that before, and if I get time, I'll show you on Centura Pearl, onto the specialist paper, onto cardstock, your normal regular cardstock, you can use that on as well. So yeah, and you do not have to spray your paper, Jamie. I knew that was going to come because I get that asked a lot, but no, you don't have to spray your paper either. Pat Tychan Demaris on Facebook says, hi, Debbie, being a busy, just been popping in to say hello, hello. I definitely will be saving this show. I had the letterpress since the beginning and there's still not. Pat, hand out. Put your hand out. I'm going to give it a little tap. What are you doing? You've had it since the beginning and you've not played with it. I hope you get it out, Pat, because it is a fabulous, honestly, a fabulous tool to have for your stamping, and you're going to absolutely thoroughly enjoy playing with it. So she said, thank you for the extra show and inspiration. And Stephen Nicole said, Debbie, is there a best get a spare letterpress if you use it too much? To be honest, Stephen, it should last you a long, long time. But it's like with anything. I suppose it depends how you use it, and I know people have broke it because I've heard people say they put too much pressure in, they put too much in there in terms of like adding an extra shim in there, and they've actually broke the hinges, which I think would be quite difficult to do, I ain't gonna lie. But I would just say your plate, if you look after it, should last you for a long time to come, Stephen. So not necessarily would you need to get one. That's all I'm going to say, and be totally honest with you. Right, with that said, let's get started. So I am going to create a little bit of a sparkly background, but I'm going to cut this down to size. So I've got, now, I did it up. Oh, I've been so good, Jamie. I've put it away. I'm tidying up again. Oh, my life. I keep doing this. So I'm going to cut this down too. Now, I think if I remember rightly, the platform size of this is 5 by 7, so I might just cut, oh yeah, it's a little bit bigger actually. That should be okay. I think we'll be all right for that. So I'm going to create a little bit of a sparkly background first, and I have got with my gorgeous glittering watercolour palette, I think I'm going to go purple and blue. Purple and blue. I am a bit of a lover of purple and blue. Now then, have we got some water? Next question. Oh, do you know I threw it away, Jamie? She's just told me Leanne had some. What am I like? So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'll just use a watercolour brush. Let's go deep fuchsia. Uh-oh, have I got water in there? Oh, I have. I have. And I might just pick. Let's go down. There we go. Get that flow going. And I might just give a few little. Oh, do you know what? I think I might need some water. Could we ask Jake? Jake, my little love, Jake. He'll be like, I can hear her, but I'm not going, thank you, Jake. Would you be able to get me a glass of water and just a little cup, because I need it for my watercolour technique. It's a good job. Normally, we're on our own, aren't we? And Jake is actually going, bless his little heart. I bet he wish he'd got his foot out that door, because I shouted him and I realised he's got to go because he's been here very early, getting everything ready earlier on. So bless his little heart. He's a good lad. He is. And we're literally now, Jamie, are by ourselves. So I'm going to spritz my cardstock. I'm going to pick up and I'm going to drop in to create a little bit. I'm going to call it a messy background, but I'm going to come in, yeah, a bit abstract, Jamie. So let's just create a little bit of water there. And then I'm going to have to use that one again. There we go. Oh, bless your little heart. This is saving me a big job. Thank you so much. And good evening. And I'll see you on Friday. He's going out that door now before I actually shout him for anything else. Bless his little heart. So I'm just going to literally take it from one corner to the other. And I'm just going to grab now another brush. And I'm going to use a different colour. So let's go in with, did I say blue? Shall we go the galaxy blue? I think the galaxy blue would look lovely. Could use 3 colours, Jamie. Yeah, definitely. I do. You like which one? The berry blue. Oh, I might have a little look then. So let's come in and I'll get myself a little piece of tissue. There it is, hiding at the bottom. There we go. And again, I'll just use that berry blue just to get that going. And pop a little bit of, oh, it's a nice light blue, that one, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I quite like that. There we go. Again, just into there. So I'm going to leave that there, give that a little dry, and then I've got something to work with my letterpress stamp. So I'm just going to, oh, the glitter in this. You never see it when it's wet, but you see it when it dries. Oh, it's so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, oh, I've missed a few comments. Let's have a little look. Oh, Trudy, it's been raining all morning in central Florida. Normally, I don't associate Florida with rain. I always thought it was like a full year-round sunshine city. You'll have to let me know, Trudy. And Jessica Stricker says she doesn't have the letterpress but loves seeing the demos. Maybe it might be on your to-do list or your to-get list, a little wish list. Because it is absolutely, honestly, it's just beautiful. So I'm just going to dry that off a bit faster. There we go. Now then, James got a question for you all because he's very hungry. Oh, I forgot to ask Ben about his fasting and how it's gone on. But yes, Jamie's asking the question, guys. What are you having for your dinner? Because he's very hungry. And so he's being a bit nosy and he wants to know what you're having. So do tell, do share. Oh, look, can I just do this just to show you? Oh, my life. Absolutely beautiful. But now I've got somewhere that I can do a little bit of stamping on. So let me move those out of the way because it happened to me on Saturday. I dropped water all over my project. And we don't want to be doing that, do we? So I'm going to bring in now my plate, which is the plate that I'm going to be using. And I want my cardstock. And I'm going to use the tape. Now, you do get tape with this, and I hope I haven't moved it out of my way so I can't... Oh, it's there. You do get your tape onto... Now, if I remember rightly, I might put it into there because I have got the measurement, haven't I? Yeah, I have. There we go. So I'll pop that on. There we go. And then I'm going to get me stamp. Now, I've used 5x7, so I'm looking at my grid. So if I just turn this round so it's the right way around for you to see. So you've got your 5x7. So I know that if I want this to go in the centre, and I might have it at an angle. Oh, we've got some sentiments as well, haven't we? Oh, might have to have a little play with sentiments too. Let me just grab out. And I will remember that, Jamie. Thank you very much because I nearly forgot then. Oh, tell you what, I'll use one of these. So we'll use that one now. 5x7. Let's see if I can place that. Now, because this is it's like a magnetic base. So just pop that there and let's just go. Yeah, I think that should. Let me just make sure that that fits. Yeah, I think that's fine. Right, so take your cardstock onto your plate, and then you've got your platform here placed. I think I might just swiddle that a little bit. There we go, that's it. And push that up. And because that's magnetic, it holds it into place for you. So, now then, do we go black? Do we go purple? I don't want to go green because I think green wouldn't look right there, but I'm thinking, is purple not going to stand out, or would black stand out better? Shall we try purple? Let's try purple. Exactly, what's the worst that can happen? So I'm going to just literally, now, a lot of people think you have to stamp like you would with a normal ink pad, but it is literally a case of covering over little short, well, I say little swirls. Now, the only thing you have to be careful of is this is like a felt pad. So can you see if you rub too hard, and that's not me, by the way, that was somebody else previous, don't know who it was. Who can I blame? Who can I blame? Ben. Blame Ben. Bless him. So I'm going to make sure I've got a really nice coverage over there. And then you're going to pop that... Oh, hang on a minute. I've just seen a little bit missing. And I'm just going to go down into there. And yes, Jamie, you can re-put that back through as long as you don't move anything. You could do that again. But I just want to make sure I've got ink on that corner because I realised that was missing. You then close your platform and then you just run it through your machine. Now, the beautiful thing about the Gemini 2 is, of course, the optical sensor runs across the whole thing, so it doesn't matter where you pop it on there. It literally will take that each and every single time. And then if I bring that out, let's turn that way. And there, oh, that looks absolutely blooming beautiful. Oh, shall we do it there? Shall we do it? Let's go there. Oh, let me take my tape off, Jamie. Let me take my tape off. Just so you can see, I'll hold it. Oh, look. Look at the indentation. And the lovely thing is it embosses, so you can feel like the embossed texture of it. It is absolutely beautiful. And look, it was worth going back over that just for that, just to get that last result, which is absolutely stunning. And then that can be, I loved it in that purple, Jamie. Good shout. Good shout. That is absolutely beautiful. And I think I might just, let me just trim that down just a tad, but I'm gonna mount that onto some black cardstock. Yeah, let's pop that onto some black cardstock to make that pop even more. Oh, the Cosmic Collection would look absolutely stunning. Now, I'm not going to make loads of cards. I think what I'll just do is answer a few of your questions. And I have got, oh, was the lovely lady, Jamie, that asked me about the alphabet? Hillary, yes, it was. So we'll do that for Hillary next. We'll get the alphabet and I'll show you the one that, do you know, like, because I have two B's in my name. I'll show you how you can do that as well. So let's just pop that on there. And then I've got something to work with. And do you know when I say it makes stunning cards really super, really quick and really easy, that could now be just mounted onto some white cardstock and you've made yourself the most beautiful card. So fast, so effective. It looks absolutely incredible. It really does. Oh, I think people are coming in with the things now, Jamie. I think I might have just snapped a bit too much off my black bit there. Oh. It happens to me sometimes, not always, but I think I might just have to trim it a little bit more. Let's just come in. One last time. Come on, girl. There we, oh, do you know, it's not doing it. It's not playing ball today. I think it might do. Oh, no, it is. It's done it. So it's me. It's me. What am I like? There we go. And look how gorgeous that looks. It looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. That was a really quick, easy card. And of course, you can then colour in because this is a dye-based ink. So it's non-smear with watercolour, so it's perfect with all your watercolours. So you can absolutely then take, so I could go back in and colour that. Oh, shall we? Go on, let's have a little dabble. Let's have a little dabble. Let's go in with the green. Ooh, have I used blue? Oh, do you know why? That's my blue brush. You're silly Billy, Debbie. Oh, yeah. And you can see that it doesn't smear at all. Oh, loving, loving, loving. Oh yeah, that's just making that pop even more. And the glitter, oh my life. So yeah, that's definitely worth doing, that little technique there. That looks incredible. So watercolour palette, your glittering sparkling palette is just going to make that pop. And I'm only going to do the leaves because, like I said, I know it's craft your stash, but I feel like I want to do a few more other bits and address some of the questions as well. Oh, Debbie, stop playing. I get carried away when I'm doing things like this. But that's just making it pop. And it actually shows you the dye-based ink, how incredible that looks. And why we say that you can use it with watercolour. It doesn't smear, it doesn't run. It looks gorgeous, and I'm going to do that with all my leaves because I've started with one, so I've got to finish now. It's like I've started. So I'll finish. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jamie. I know this is why I only get round to doing one demo, because I just can't stop myself. But look how good. Ooh, one more leaf. I've just seen another leaf there. There we go. Oh, just beautiful. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So yes, I will put that away now because I would get carried away. But do you know, similarly, looking at this technique, what this card was, said pretty similar, pretty kind of similar. And then this one was just a strip. So I would tape off with some masking tape, just tape off and do that technique going across and then stamp over the top. So that's just a nice simple way of being able to do that. So I'm just going to put that to one side because that is going to be used for something else. It is. Now let's have a little look, and while I'm at it, do you mind if I have a quick swig? Just going to have a little tiny swig of my juice. I'll cover it up with a label. Only because my mouth's gone really, really dry. Ooh, now then. Jamie, are you ready? Pancakes with syrup. That's what Alcha's had. oh, this is better. Hillary has had, oh my God, this is a bit of me, Hillary. Salad with homegrown lettuce, chef's kiss. Oh, and the best cheese in the world, halloumi. Oh, my life. Hillary, can I come for tea? And Jamie wants to come as well. Do you mind if me and Jamie, when we finish, come over for tea? I don't know where you live, Hillary, but are you UK-based or stateside? Oh, of course you are. You're local, aren't you, because you've got Holly Collie? Yes, Hillary. Yes. Me and Jamie are going to hot-foot it after tea for a little bit of homegrown salad, well, lettuce, and the gorgeous halloumi. Alexandra Gerlin says, Debbie, been to Florida 3 times. When it rains, it absolutely throws it down. With the heat, when I was there, it was soon dried away. Jane Adams, grilled pork chops. Oh, my belly's rumbling. Sautéed apples and maybe some hot German potato salad. Or maybe hot spinach salad, not sure yet. Oh. All our bellies are rumbling away, they are. Michael says, hi Debbie, out your way tomorrow with camera up, the rain keeps away. Whereabouts are you going, Michael, out my way? You'll have to let me know. Wow, says Debbie Ardy on YouTube. That's great that you can use the letterpress for the Gemini 2. Great card, Armstead on YouTube says, great card. Get my names back. Great card, Debbie. Thank you, Linda. Lots of love there. Thank you very much. And I've had another question, so I'm going to go back from our gorgeous crafty Stacey Lou. Could you use the letterpress on the reverse so it embosses the background, then rub gilding wax on the reverse? Do you mean? Oh, well, I suppose if you've got a, because I wonder if because there is a little shim that we haven't got. Ha ha ha. No wonder that, yes, I did wonder when I was looking at my back because it didn't emboss as deep. So the emboss mat, and I say emboss mat, it's like a sheet. And in fact, the first time I saw it, I thought, I'll own up. I actually thought it were a carrier sheet and I threw it in the bin. And then I saw the launch show and I thought, oh my life, I need to go and get in my bin because that wasn't a carrier sheet, it was the shim. So that can be put under there. And I think you could try it, Stacey. I've never tried it. You wouldn't reverse it that way. So for instance, let me just grab my poker tool underneath because it is magnetic. You wouldn't do it that way. So I think you mean to reverse where you get the impression through the other side. You could try it, but you would need a shim to go through there. And this one hasn't got the shim on. However, that looked absolutely beautiful. Didn't, you know, it looked absolutely fabulous without. So don't worry if you haven't got the shim in there. Right. Hope that's answered those questions. Now, the one question that got asked was about the name and how to place your name on there. So we're going to do that. So I'm just going to put my dies back onto there. Put that over there. And, oh, Hillary's an hour away. So by all means, we can come. Don't tempt me. Now, is it up, or is it going further up or further down? Because if it's further down, I'll be passing. If it's going up, I'm on my way home tonight to go and get in my own bed, which I can't wait for. Nothing beats being home, does it? Oh, yes. Told me to remind... Oh, yes, food's in the fridge. Thank you, Jamie. Remind me at the end, though, Jamie, because I forget. We've still got half an hour. RSPB Oldmore. That is not far from me. Oh, does that mean you're going to Elsica to the craft shop as well? Because there's a craft shop there. Oh, are you ready for another tempting thing? I made a pot of Irish stew yesterday. That will be tonight's dinner. Not as fancy as some, but good for this rainy day. I will tell you right now, Karen, Irish stew is absolutely beautiful, and it's good at any time of the year and for any belly, let me tell you, because it's absolutely, I call it comfort food. Right, so you've now made Jamie even more hungrier than he was. Bet, let me get out the alphabet. Oh my God, I love the alphabet, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'll use the straightforward alphabet. Let's get this out. Now then, I did say I'll use my name, didn't I? Because I've got a double B in it. So we'll do that. So, I'll start with my capital. And if you remember, now then, let me see if I can remember it the right way around. You don't put it the way that you would, I have to remind myself every time with this. Let me get my bearings. So it doesn't go that way, because you would think to spell it D-E-B-B-Y, but you do it the opposite way. It's the reverse way. This is when you need to use your platform to help you with the placement of where you put things, so that you get a nice straightforward line. Now, I'll use the lowercase in, and I'm going to use a poker tool to line it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bottom of each die, literally, on this black line here. And then I've got me, now if this alphabet is in the right way, that's the B. So I'm going to put my B and line that up there. Now, I actually cheat a little bit here to put my placement in, because if I put this one in, I know it's a D, but I ain't going to use it, but I just want to get it into place, and it's the same width as that one. The exception to the rule there would be if it wasn't the same width, but I just want to get my placement, and I can see already with my cardstock I need to come a bit further over here, because I'm going to use a 4x6, because this is 4x6 in size. So just check. Yeah, so I need to move this across, and bear that in mind. Thank you very much, Jamie. 25 minutes. My goodness me, where does the time go when you're having fun? So I'm going to place that across. The best thing about it, though, is you can always chop it down. Do you know, it's not the end of the world if you have got it a little bit, you know, and I'm looking at this. This is what I'm trying to look at and decide where to put that. So, Bedlington, that's the other way around, isn't it? Oh, drat. I know, drat Hillary. Maybe next time. Now, I'm going to go in, oh, fancy a bit of green. Fancy a bit of green. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to place, again, cardstock onto the, oh, it's not quite 4x6. Is this the A5? Oh, it's the A5, Debbie, not the 4x6, you dafty. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to decorate it afterwards. Let me just make sure. So A5 is there. Or is it A2? A2. Now, oh, do you know what I nearly forgot? I've got to remove the D. You don't spell my name like that, do you? Right, there we go. So I'm going to place now my ink over the top. Again, nice little circular motions. And I might just go in with the smaller tip. Oh, do you know, this is what you've got to be careful of. not moving the, Jamie must have read my mind, not moving. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take that off because I've got a bit of ink. Just give me a second while I grab a tissue, because that will transfer. It will transfer onto your cardstock. So let me just get that out of the way. Now I've got to find my D again. Where's the D gone? I threw it down. Oh, do you know? Where did I throw it, Jamie? Did you? Oh, it's there. Thank you, Jamie. Let's put that back on. Yeah, I could do. So Jamie's just asked me, could I ink with the D in place and then wipe it clean? Yeah, absolutely I can. Oh yeah, Jamie, that's a good one. Or just buy the 2 sets. I like your thinking, Jamie. I like your thinking. Right, so we're going to close that up. We're going to run that through. And hopefully that didn't move when I was doing a little bit of the circular motions. But yes, so, and I'm hoping now, back to front and upside down, it's going to spell it the right way. Because it's been, oh, look. I mean, it's like a blandy. But to be fair, and this is now the thing that you need to remember. So I am going to place that there, and then I'm just going to move that across and keep it on that black line. And then I'm going to take those off. You can leave them on, Jamie. Yeah, absolutely, you can leave them on. But I'm just going to come in, and I think I am going to just try tapping, because if I start, I am a bit heavy-handed. And I'll end up moving it out of the way. So let me go in. There we go. And that should, fingers crossed, be in the place that I want it to be in. And again, just showing you how you do everything from back to front. Because I remember the first time I did it the other way around. I really did. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect. So I hope that helps you, decide where you're going to put your things. But I feel like it's missing something, Jamie. It needs some more things on there. Shall we put a few little flowers in there? Shall we? Shall we go? Are you choking, Jamie? Are you all right? Oh, that's okay then. I was just panicking then. I'm thinking, you see, oh, now look, all these gorgeous plates to play with. Oh, let's have a nosy. Like that one. Oh, love that one. Oh, love that one. With love. With love. It's like it was meant for me. Oh, no, I like that. I'm going to use that one. Yeah, that's a nice... Wait a minute. Is it in there? So this is called a blossoming... Oh my days, blossoming daisies, Debbie, blossoming daisies. How hard is it to say that? Now, this is A2. I want it to come off a little bit. So I'm going to just double test that, because I just want a little bit of it going down. And what I don't want to do is go over my text. So think about that, Debbie, think about that. So let me go there. I can overhang that a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, yes, it was, Jamie. Thank you very much. My text was on the black line. Oh, it's a good job you were paying attention, because I certainly wasn't. Oh, I think we'll have to do a bit of two-tone. It's got a bit of two-tone on there as it is. So let's go in. Bit of purple with a bit of green. What was that, Jamie? Yeah, don't worry about any stainage or residue or anything like that. It's be absolutely fine. And again, what you could do as well is just go back over, so you could keep your stamp plate into place and your cardstock into place, and that way you could then could go back over to do that as well. So let's have a little look. Oh, that looks absolutely blooming divine. Oh, I like that. Now I think I might have to just twist it to the other side, because I want it at the bottom there. Now, A5, again, sorry, I keep saying A5, it's A2. Shall we do it that side as well? Go on then. And we'll do the two coloured inks again, so I'll just do a little bit over there, a little bit over there. I'm going to wipe down this in a second. So I hope that helped, Hilary, with the alphabet for you, if you're still watching my lovely. Because it is a gorgeous, you know, a really lovely... Wait a minute, don't think that's up enough. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. And just run that through. And, oh, do you know, making invitations, party invites, wedding invites, all that kind of thing. Classy, easy. Machine does all the hard work for you. You just have to work out the placement. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's looking absolutely blooming divine. I love that. Absolutely love that. Then I think, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have overhang a little bit because I feel like a little bit at the top, but I don't want it to be too... I don't want to spoil the design. So I might just stick that there. Let me just go down and have a little peek. I'm like this, look at me. I'm peeking down because I feel like I might go over my D and I'm terrified. I don't want to go over my D. Let's put that up there even higher. Oh, do you know what? Debbie, get your D. Put the D on the black line. Jamie, why didn't we think of that before? Was it there? Roughly about there, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, you could do all this, actually. You could do all this at the same time if you wanted to be brave. But I think, yeah, I think that should work, Jamie. We'll give it a go. So, oh, don't move now. Let's just go in, rub a little bit of ink over the plate. I'm not too worried about the fact that I'm rubbing it over quite a bit of it. And so let's just take that across, then put that down. Oh, let's hope and pray that this works. Okay, we'll have a little nosy. This is the thing, it's about having a play and having a dabble. And I'll tell you, it's been a while since I've had my letterpress out. Oh, yes. And I'm just going to put the Y down there. I think it was about there, wasn't it? So let's go that way. Little higher, Jamie. Bit higher. There. Should we go there? We'll try. Oh, should I do it again? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I might just a little bit higher, just to be on the safe side. Oh, I'm terrified that leaf's going to go over there. Oh, let's just hope and pray. Now, I promise you will get inky fingers because obviously this is a dye-based ink. Don't worry, it's a bit of fun. And what's the worst? Just going to move my Y out of the way. So just a little tickle over the top. So I've had a question on how you clean your stamps. Just a wipe over the top. Because obviously it'll stay wet, the ink will stay wet onto there. Let's hope and pray that hasn't gone over my Y. Who thinks it's gone over the Y? You trust me, Jamie? I'm not so sure. We will find out. Shall we do the reveal together? Yay! Oh, yes, Debbie, yes. I am loving this. Oh, do you know, I didn't think about adding that, but doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? And of course you can feel the embossed coming through there. Now there should be a shim in yours. I have a feeling that somebody may have thought the same as me and taken it out because it's definitely not under there, but that looks absolutely beautiful. Placement, absolutely perfectly. Use your grids, whichever grid line. I've just chosen the black line because it's a thicker line to guide me along. And I find that a little bit easier. And the placement of just use a letter. So obviously if it's a double one, you can use something that's similar width to it to get that placement perfectly over there. And then, of course, you could take your colouring mediums and colour that in, but I am absolutely blooming loving that. That is going to be my sign for when I'm next at a demo with my name at the front so people know who I am. I like a little name tag, yes, absolutely. Now, bit of housekeeping. I am going to do a little bit of a clean because I've got ink everywhere and I'll have a little look. Debbie Howard, what type is your ink? It is a dye-based ink. Now, we have some specialist ones for our letterpress, and there are lots of dye-based inks out there as well that you could be using. And I think... Oh, thank you, Jamie. The inks are still available, Debbie, on £6 for what? before platinum, £6. So the inks are available and we have them in purple, green and black. And I do believe that there may be more coming and more plates coming. Well, I'm just going by what Leanne told me. Actually, did I let out a trade secret there? Well, exactly. What happens in Craft Your Stash stays in Craft Your Stash. To be fair, I think I heard her say it last night. I was watching her do a little impromptu chat, and I'm pretty sure I heard her say it last night that things may be coming. And that's all we're going to say. You can ask a question, Jamie. The water tape works. Ticker tape. I will have a little look, Jamie. I will have a little look in my basket because I'm not sure what the ticker tape is. Okay, I shall have a look just for our Jamie. I will do. And I am going to have a little look. Aha. Stephanie, she says, what is the advantage? Because she hasn't used the shim yet. Deeper? A question mark? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Gives you a deeper emboss. And especially when you're using things like specialist papers, you need that shim in there. So yeah, so that's the reasoning behind that shim. So good question, Stephanie. Linda says, looks great, Debbie. Jessica Stricker says, beautiful card, Debbie. I've answered Debbie Howard's question on YouTube. Stephanie Theodos says, that's brilliant, Debbie. Jessica, thank you. Love how you added the flowers to your name. I am a little bit of a flowery butterfly kind of girl. So yeah, and I love a daisy, which I hadn't realised we'd got in there. So I'm so pleased I saw that because that was a nice little addition. And the things that you can be doing with it too as well. It's not just myself, you could be doing these things too. So I've given that a nice little clean. I'm going to put those back into there. I'm going to read a few more comments. Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube says, I love the alphabet too. And Crafting by Hillary said, bless you. Thank you, Debbie. So I'm pleased that I answered your question and gave you a little insight to what you could be doing with that. I feel it needs to be mounted onto something, Jamie, though. I think it needs, yeah, I think I might have to put it onto something. I'll do that after the show. Right, so, now then, Jamie's given me an idea of the sticker tape. Let's go in there. Oh, what's this? Oh, has somebody been leaving little pieces in? Oh, like that. I bet that would... Is that Debbie or Sheila? Beautiful. That looks absolutely stunning. Again, super easy. I often have this question asked about stamping, and I love stamping now. I didn't used to, but I do love stamping. However, it can be a bit tricky for people with dexterity problems. This kind of system makes it super, super easy. So I'm just having a look, Jamie. Lowercase ticker tape sentiments, is that the one? Uppercase ticker tape sentiments. What a strange name, ticker tape. Right, let's get this out so you can have a little look. Now, we use the ticker tape first. Sorry, the sentiments first is the word I was looking for. Because this is a die, so this would then go through your die cutting machine. Because obviously you can't do that together. Okay, so that is a separate die. So let's pop that over there. Again, in fact, I wonder if we could get both done at the same time. Let's have a nosy. Let's get the other one out. So that's the lowercase. And that's the uppercase. Right, bit of ink. I'll use black ink. So you've got a nice little one that comes with this. So let's pop that across. And this little pad comes with your actual plate. So you get your plate with your shim, you get your ink pad, you get your papers, which is the cotton paper, and then you also get your tape in there as well. And you get a set of stamp dies. I call them stamp dies. Stamp plates, Debbie, not dies. So give that a nice little cross over there. Karen Austin on Facebook says she's a flowery girl too. Glad to refresh the processes with you. So again, we'll just pop that down. Be gentle when you do rub as well, because it is a felt pad. If you go too heavy, you will tear off shreds of it. And you don't need to be heavy-handed with this at all. Shall we do it on some... now then, I've got some Central Pearl. let's chop that down. Let me just come in and let me just chop this down to size. I'm just going to push that out of the way because I'll end up with ink everywhere. There we go. So let's just pop that there. And then again, I'm just going to place my piece onto there. Don't know what I've done with my tape, so I'll just tear some more off. This tape actually goes a long way, let me tell you. So I'm just going to pop that down. It's fantastic low-tack tape. And if you run out of that tape, eventually, you probably will, low-tack tape will work equally as well. So just pop that down on top of the Centura Pearl. Remembering, if you are putting it onto pattern paper or Centura paper or anything like that, it has to be facing down over the plate. And then when you lift that off, it looks absolutely divine on Centura Pearl. Look at that. And I can actually see the embossed on that one. It looks stunning. And then all you're going to do, let me take my tape off again. Put that, oh, I've just found tape now. Debbie. 4 pieces of tape. I'll stick that on there though. Just push that to one side. And then just get that the right way around because I want to make sure I've got the right dies. There, that's the way around it is. And the same with that one. And then use your tape again to hold that into place. And I'm just making sure it's perfectly aligned. And then the same with that one, I might as well use this tape. It does sound like it stopped, Jamie, doesn't it? I can't hear the rain anymore. I think it may have stopped. Right, and this is a die, so it goes through die combination. So, and it is a straightforward die. It's not overly complicated. And I think with the use of the plastic shim and the other cutting plate, that should cut it out and run that through. Because they aren't, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not detailed dies. It's a straightforward die. So that should have cut through there perfectly. And if it hasn't, you can always look by looking over that side, which that looks perfect to me. So just take that off and that off, and then just literally, and these just come out, and you've got all of these sentiments. Oh, honestly, do you know when you see, I know it's very difficult to see it in under the studio lights, but when you get this home, you will see that beautiful embossed where it's been pushed into the cardstock, and you can actually physically see it. So it's your old-fashioned type of letterpress. Oh, in a more modern way with stamps. It is absolutely, it's delightful. It's honestly the best thing I think we brought out in a long time. And I know there are other versions of other machines out there. This is just our take on it. It makes it really lovely, it's simple and easy to do. And that beautiful embossed feature that it creates, honestly. And that's Centura Pearl, so it goes onto specialist paper. I haven't got any with me, and I do believe it's sold out on the website, which is those handmade papers, but it goes into there beautifully. And then it goes on to other textured cardstock as well as papers, as well as Centura Pearl. And that's a 310 GSM, so it looks absolutely beautiful in there. Now, what did you do with the... Oh, they're there. I thought, what have I done with them? I'm going to save those because that looks really lovely. So that's how you use your ticker tape. I know Jamie asked that question, but yeah, it's very, very easy. But please don't think that you put that plate with that plate together. That doesn't work like that. It is a stamp press plate alongside the dies, so just make sure that you don't run it through together at the same time because you'll do some damage. You will do some damage. Right, I shall have a little look at some more comments. How much time have we got left, Jamie? How many? 2? What on earth? Where did that hour go? Oh, do you know, I might have to do another one. I might have to do another one because I absolutely enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. Right, so Karen Austin says she wants to start making personalised stationery now for Christmas stocking stuffers. Absolutely. Share with us. I'd love to see you work with it as well, what you've done with yours. Carol Guy on YouTube says, watching Sarah on HSN and flipping back and forth, managed to buy several things and enjoys Debbie's demos too. Thank you, Carol. Debbie Howard on YouTube says, I love Crafters Companion products. Are so easy to use. This is probably the simplest and easiest one ever. And Crafty Stacey Lou says, I'm still here making a TP card for Mummy's birthday. She'll be 72 on Friday. Oh, bless you. And Michael Nugent on Facebook says, hi Debbie, my wife Shirley's glitter palette and water brush pens have just arrived tonight. Crafting tomorrow. Woohoo! I love it. You're going to absolutely love it. Jane Adams on Facebook says, thank you, Debbie, for your lovely demos. Sorry I didn't get a finished card made, but I think it's just nice to refresh. And for those people that don't know how to work the letterpress, I hope I've done it in a nice simplistic way for you. And now Jamie's counting furiously down in my ear, because I will just tell you, tomorrow we're back with Ben's breakfast show, Ben's big breakfast show, with Ben and Leanne at Wake Up Call, and then 2 p.m, the official launch of the retro Christmas that you do not want to miss. It's absolutely fabulous. So you've got Sheila at 5 p.m. with 60-minute deals. So please do join us for another day. I will be back on Friday, and I can't wait because I've got the Lord.